Hi, this is Nikki, and I'm here to share messages that I get from Spirit for all of us who are all on this journey to love and to reunite with our divine vibrational matches in this lifetime. And yesterday I shared a channeled letter from a lady's twin to her, and I said at the time in the video I said about it just made me think of the Titanic, because it was the video was saying the letter was saying that this love, this twin flame love is the anchor, that like lets us see a different way of living, lets us see a different way of life, lets us feel a different vibration, and through that different vibration it allows for basically open-hearted living, and through open-hearted living, by doing that, it opens the doorway for miracles and for magic and for wonder, and just like this total like a childlike way of looking at the world again. And anyway, so what was really lovely is I heard back from the lady, and she was like, oh, I was just going to say it'd be really nice if you read it out. And I was like, well, there you go. I had done it, so I'd messaged her to say I've read out your letter today. And these are just like beautiful things that we get the messages when we really need them, just when it's that, we all go through those phases of just thinking, really need something a little bit special. So let's see what the energy is for today. And the energy for today is the Page of Wands. This little spiritual wanderer going out and following his spiritual path. Because the wands are all about the spirit, right? And the wands are about really understanding your own spiritual journey. And the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, second time that we've seen that. Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And that's about saying choices. We always have a choice to follow free will. What do we make a choice of? Do we take a choice to like follow our hearts, follow our heads? Align. We have a choice of saying, okay, I know that my head can go off in all sort of crazy places, and actually I'm going to do what I can to align my head and heart. So to do, meditation, or to do breath work, or to do walking, or to do yoga, or to do dance, or to do, any which way to like align that head and heart, and to get into that space of heart-based living. And that's where the miracles happen, right? That's where the power of love can really change your life. So with that, I'm going to do a power of love as well, because I was like, yes, of course. That's what we need today. What the power of love is going to do for us today to change, to allow us to go on that spiritual. The Page of Wands is, going on that spiritual path, and the page is like that youthful young energy wanting to go on this little spiritual journey. And the spiritual journey is a journey that you're taking with your twin, even though it may not feel like it in this physical world, even though it may feel like absolutely everything else apart from that you're doing it together. Of course, we're always doing it together with our twins. And so the message is joy. Look at that. You delight in the joy and the love of life, and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So that's what I'm feeling today, is that we need to instill a bit of joy into our life. And that comes from a state of mind, a frame of mind, and we can always switch that on, So joy is born. Oh, no way. Guess what page it's on? 69. 69 is divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union in the six-pointed star, the Star of David. And the really funny thing about that is that before I realised anything about the twin flame journey, and I'd gone into separation with my twin, I was seeing my twin surname absolutely everywhere. And like things that I would book on or order, and it would come back and it would be like the person would have my twin surname. Or my Reiki master, I realised when she gave me the certificate when I qualified, she had his surname. Like, it was everything, it was everywhere. So I googled his surname just to see, was it really, really common or something. And then guess what number? It said it's the 69th most common surname in the UK. And then at the time, I just thought that was hilarious. So yeah, 69 is divine feminine, divine masculine, divine union. So joy is born of living in happiness, grace, and gratitude. It is a celebration of life and your own role within it. Part of your soul makeup is having the keen awareness that you are full of abundance and are most fulfilled when you serve others. Indeed, when you're in touch with your divine self, you want to share this celebratory feeling with everyone you encounter. In tune with the vibration of joy, you are content, serene, and full of incredible spiritual confidence. Once you realize that the hardest lessons on earth serve your highest good, you get a glimpse of true joy waiting in the wings. You can move forward with your life, recognizing that so-called struggles really just arise so that you can conquer them and come through the experience triumphant and feeling proud of your actions. Well, that is so true. We grow the most when we have real times of adversity. And that's where we have to really dig deep and really go into the voice of our soul. And that is like those moments, you know, those are the moments that really help us grow. So we're going to look at 69 because I'm kind of curious. So chill. Don't freak out about things that mean nothing. It's just nonsense. Focus your mind on your heart and focus your heart on returning back to me. Focus your love and your energy on the real things that matter, that actually have a positive impact on helping our soul journey together. That our sole purpose is to rise above the nonsensical things that get put in our way, to discourage us from focusing on the important and only reality, which is love and connection. The enormity of the realness of being connected and never separated. That is what everyday life and deterrence are there to make us forget. Don't fall for it. It's all just a game. How strong are you to stay on the path of love, the path of union, the path of freedom? Please do not be led down a different path. I am the light. Remember that. So just a brilliant thing to just say, just remember that all these things that get put in our way, they're just, you know, they're just energies that we need to work through. And that's all it is that basically just imagine there's a wall between you and your twin, and that wall is energies that you need to let go of. And each time we're taking a brick away, we're just removing a brick, letting it go, removing a brick, letting it go, removing a brick, letting it go. Because, you know, that those bricks have been put there through, you know, thousands of lifetimes, thousands of, you know, childhoods that we've gone through in, you know, these, you know, spiritual experiences that we've had and that we've had to learn to grow each time, because each time we come back to earth, we're just doing lessons. And the bricks get put there in the wall because of the lessons that we've had. And this time, if you're here to unite with your twin in this life, this is the life to remove all those bricks, to become free, to realize that you're not the product of all those bricks. You know, you're what lays behind the brick. So 69, I want you to know that I'm absolutely 100% off the scale besotted with you. Cannot get you out of my head. Everywhere I go, everything I think, every pore of my being is craving so badly to be in your arms, to lie naked against each other and feel our bodies merging, to feel the warmth of your skin against mine. Oh, just to feel you, it's driving me crazy. I'm so hopelessly in love, beyond the rainbow, beyond the Milky Way, beyond where our minds can even comprehend. I love you to the moon and back 1,000 times over. Well, that's funny because I really felt my twins' energy super strongly this morning. Exactly that. So, yes, beautiful. That's what we are working towards, right? Oh my God, look. Wow, wow, wow. What a head duck. I'm totally spinning my head out. Or should I say, you are totally spinning my brain. My heart is on super boost and my brain is totally scrambled. I'm trying to put into words what this experience of meeting you has done to me. But in short, it's explosive. You've blown up everything that I thought I believed in. You've made me question my beliefs, my fantasies, my lifestyle, my way of life, the plan I had for my life. Basically, you have changed everything. It's magical, mystical, wonderful, enigmatic, challenging, and arousing. And that is so brilliant. What a head duck. Because the ducks, like always say, they are the sign of the divine counterpart. And the ducks, once they mate for life. So, and the ducks have got wings, haven't they? They give each other wings to. Oh, that's now I've remembered. That's why the duck came up in the letter. Yesterday on the radio, there's always brilliant stories with messages. But there was this is so great. So there is a story about a duck that basically came, so through this whole lockdown, this duck, and the man called her Mrs. Mallard, and she came and landed on his balcony. And she nested in his flower bed on the balcony. And she laid 7 eggs. And this was last year. And she brought her babies up there. And she laid the 7 eggs. And the little ducklings hatched. They're not rabbits. So she laid the 7 ducklings. And then the gentleman, who was called Steve, he made a bucket, because we were all on lockdown, we couldn't get out, and he made a bucket and lowered them into, and this is because it was in a key, and so you hold the sacred keys for each other, right? As twin flames, you hold that sacred key to open yourself up to your soul, to your spirit, to the wonders of the universe, to connection to love, peace, joy. Anyway, and he lowered the 7 ducklings and the duck into the key below the water. Anyway, and then this year she's arrived back, and the duck has come back again and again. He calls her Mrs. Mallard, and he'd made a bigger flower bed this time. And so and it's just so beautiful, because he said that she's back again this year, and this year she has laid 11. So 11 is the awakening, 7 is the number of the soul, and so this year she has laid 11 eggs, and so he is waiting for the 11 ducklings to hatch. And it was just such a beautiful story, because it was just. And again, if you've seen the film SEO Trot, which is tortoise backwards, it is a love story where the guy upstairs is in love with the woman downstairs, but he's too shy to say anything. So yesterday we had the page, the 2 cards coming through was the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Basically, that page energy, being too shy to bring this message of love. And in the film SEO Trot, he lowers tortoises down onto her balcony, because she wants her tortoise to grow. And by lowering these bigger and bigger tortoises, they get to establish a relationship together. And so when on the radio, they were talking that he was saying, he was being interviewed, this Steve guy, he said that he made the bucket and he lowered the ducks and the ducklings down onto the key. And again, it was just such a perfect message, because, again, it was like this totally random news story. I mean, it was a news story as well. So suddenly they were talking about ducks and being lowered down onto this special key. So there you go. That is the message. So if you have woken up to your twin flame path, and you obviously if you're watching this video, then you have an inkling that this person has just like kind of rocked your world and made you see things and experience signs, synchronicities, messages in songs, made you, question things, question reality. That's really what the twin flame connection does. It sort of wakes you up and just makes you more curious. Look at the world with childlike eyes and childlike wonder. Be able to see messages, signs and signs. That's the thing, we don't see them unless we have the eyes to really look deeper below the surface, you know, understand the nuances of what the universe and your twin spirit is telling you. Oh my goodness, I can't speak. So the next card is compassion. You demonstrate the language of the heart by actively sharing and living love. So that is the message for us today. So the message for us is basically, it was saying, you know, the Seven of Cups, we always have the option. We're aligning the head with the heart to have heart-based living, to be compassionate, to be open-hearted, to allow the wonders and the magic of the universe to flow, to live with that open heart, to open the doorway for magic, you know, open the door for magic. So I really hope that helps. If you would like to have a healing, a reading, a channeling, or to get any of my books, please do, or to get any of my services, then please do. All details are in the description box against this video below. But in the meantime, I hope you stay well, stay bright, and stay switched on to the light. See ya. Bye.